Hello everybody, I am Nate, here with your Notorious News update today. Okay then, first, and 13-year-old Austin from Perth in Australia has been praised after swimming for hours through rough sea waters to get help for his family when they were swept out to sea. The family drifted about 14 kilometres or 9 miles out into the Indian Ocean when strong winds and currents pulled their kayak and paddleboards far offshore. Austin swam about 2.5 miles back to shore through cold, choppy waters to get help. He then ran about 2 kilometres to find a phone to alert emergency services. Well, Austin has now been awarded an Australian Army Cadet's Gold Commendation, one of the highest honours in the organisation for quick thinking and courage.
It's been a tough ride. I haven't processed it all yet. I swear I saw something in the water, which frightened me a lot. So I was clinging on to this capsized kayak, and then I decided to leave the kayak. There was a lot of things that went into my mind. I was thinking about, obviously, Mum, Bo and Grace. I could see them, the figures in the water, go smaller and smaller. So much going through my mind. I was really scared.
Literally, we were leaving the resort that day, so we were just having a last-minute play around and in quite a shallow, calm waters. And we had two paddle boards and a kayak. The wind picked up and it went from there. So we lost oars and it just started to keep us drifting out further rather than getting back to shore. Well, we were out there 10 hours. The decision was either, if I can row back to shore to get help quickly, but I couldn't leave the kids at sea. So him being the oldest and the strongest, we said we'd sent, and he was quite happy to go in, which was a very hard decision because you don't want to see any of your kids have to do that. As the day progressed and there was no vessels and nothing seemed to be coming to save us, is when I went, if he hasn't made it, what have I done? Have I made the wrong decision?
It took me a couple of hours to get to shore after that. And when I hit the bottom of the floor, I just, it was like, how am I on land right now? Is this a dream? Am I still out in the ocean? But those thoughts went out of my mind straight away, and I went, all right, Mum, Bob and Grace could still be alive out there. I have to go save them. I was very calm. I was in a lot of shock. I couldn't cry. Like I was trying to cry. I was trying to throw up. It was I didn't know their condition. I didn't know if they were alive or not, and I passed out after that.
It was very dark by the time we got rescued, obviously. It was very late into the night. I had the kids on the other paddleboard and they were extremely cold. And it was very much get to that point where we're on our own. This is going to be over. And I just didn't know if Austin had made it. So and this beautiful guy that we speak about often and every day, Murray, is the guy who told me that he had Austin and that he was safe. So that was an absolute perfect ending to have all three of them well and happy and sore.
Next, an Indian teacher has been awarded the prestigious Global Teacher Prize, where she has won $1 million. She received the award in Dubai in an annual gathering. The reason for her recognition was for her transformative work bringing education to children in India's slums and underserved communities. Well, she has helped to create over 800 learning centres for severely disadvantaged children and has managed to impact lives. She plans to use the prize money to offer free training for children to learn practical skills.
Such a big honour, and this is not my honour, it's the honour of my country, Bharat, India, and I humbly accept it on behalf of the entire nation today. Well, I started almost 24 years back, and starting with 30 children in a small one workshop to reaching over 1 million children today. I think every step has just motivated me, inspired me to take every child in India to school. You know, when I was a child, it was my dream to see every child in school. And as you grow up fulfilling that for as many as we can reach, I think it's a very humbling experience.
Next, and research has shown that listening and hearing birdsong or just being around birds can reduce stress, anxiety and improve well-being. It showed that it is the opposite of traffic noise, which tended to increase depression. Benefits from hearing or seeing birds can last for several hours, and it can have health advantages. Reductions in heart rate, blood pressure and stress hormones were proven. Next, and a rare ring of fire eclipse appeared in the sky recently over Antarctica. It was visible due to the moon passing in front of the sun, meaning a shadow was cast over very remote areas of Antarctica. Only about 100 people had the chance to see the eclipse, with scientists at Antarctic research stations getting a glimpse of the spectacular sight. Okay, and on that note, and that's all from me for now. Thank you very much for joining me on the show today. You can head over to the WhatsApp channel for lots more. Make sure to subscribe by clicking the channel icon above so that you never miss out on the latest content. And make sure to also watch another of our videos by clicking above too. See you next time. See you then. Bye.